Good afternoon. So yeah, as you can see, we finished the run. Actually, it's not even afternoon yet. It's still morning. We finished the run, and now we're going to start the swim. And the talk. Yes. Alrighty. Now, yes. So I finished the 8-mile run. Of course, as you know, thank you for joining. This is the Peak Performance Protocol. And you can see I'm slimming down and tightening up. So, we're going to swim and talk today, right? Because a lot of people are sending me emails and direct messages saying, hey, Devin, you know, you're talking about fighting these demons, and we want to know a little bit more on what you're talking about. Okay, well, I'll tell you a little bit more of what I'm talking about. We live in a very strange time, and California is a very strange environment. California is a very strange environment at any time. And we live in an environment where the political climate and the very demographic of the population is changing rapidly. And people who I have to appeal to for help and situations where they're put there to help me for, they're bureaucrats in the particular bureaus where they are, they often have political aspirations, right? And if you have political aspirations, especially if you're a statist, if you're a bureaucrat, then that means that you're more than likely a leftist or a socialist or a communist or all of the above. And if you have political aspirations in this type of environment, then you more than likely, even on the right, on the left and on the right, you embrace the concept of what they call cultural relativism. And if you are disaffected by something that is a matter of culture from someone who has not been born here in the United States, and you're very unlikely to get any help for it, because those who are in bureaucratic positions and who have aspirations in politics, they are going to be deathly afraid American culture is superior to most. For some reason, it's wrong to say that, but everybody keeps trying to get in. I don't get it. Anyway, so marinate on that while I do some laps, and then we'll talk about, wait a minute. I know it's so gross when you see people spitting their own goggles, right? But believe me, it works. Especially if you want to see underwater. Oh, better, much better. I think it's your pH. I think it's the potential hydration that has to equalize to the inside of the glass. Yeah, something like that. All right, so remember, the word of the day is cultural relativism, right? And cultural relativism can be the cause of a lot of suffering for those of us who are proponents of the great old American culture. Chew on it. Shout out to my good people, mi gente, in Mexico City. Has finally had enough, and they're kicking the gringos out. It's kind of fucked up when too many people come over from next door, huh? Tell me about it. Oh, God. But see, those gringos in Mexico don't have the balls to wave American flags in Mexico City. Yeah, you know they don't. I just think the whole thing is hilarious. What it says is good fences make good neighbors. I love Mexico. I've been crossing that border. Geez, man, I've been crossing that border since the 1980s. And, you know, but things are so much different now. And I love my Mexican people, my neighbors, mi gente de Mexico. But I think it's a beautiful thing, you know. I mean, gringos' attitude, you know, they think they own everything, and they think they can go anywhere they want and do whatever they want. So it's just funny to see, you know. It's fun to see. It's really fun. You know, good fences make good neighbors. You know, hey, maybe after they kick all the gringos out back up north, they might want to help finish the wall so that the gringos don't come back. Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble in this jump. All right. Oh yeah, God bless. So back on time, back in shape, back tight, back winded, almost. I still slow down every block and a half or so to catch when I'm running, you know, to catch my breath. But it's a process, and I'm training at a high altitude, so I'm building hemoglobin. Getting my jawline back, getting rid of the fat. Just gotta cut out the beer, but I love the beer. Remember to install the Labor Dia app and the Job Site Route app. And to my homies, Abu Bakar, my fellows out in Biometrics, Pakistan, a gentleman named Austin is going to be signing up as a contractor, and I'd like you guys to give him a complimentary premium package, complimentary premium membership, because he's going to be placing some jobs on the app today. So I really appreciate that. Shout out to the Biometrics team, Mika, Nicole, and Lindsay, and Rudy. And shout out to my kids, Yvonne, Katie, and Kai. I love you guys. And shout out to my mom, Beverly. Love you too, Mom. Yes, yes, y'all. You know, when I recently restarted the Peak Performance Protocol, I basically did this run by itself. Yeah, I did the 8-mile run by itself, or the 30-lap swim by itself. And when I did them together, I can only do them once a week, and then Tuesday, Thursday, twice a week, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now I do it, or at least I try, every day. And if I'm not training every day, it's because I have business to attend to, like tomorrow. So I may either train extremely late or not at all. I might just take a midweek rest day. Wednesday is a good day to kind of break it up. The rest is just as important. The rest is just as important as the training. You know, the holiday weekend forced me to realize that, because when you train, there's a small amount of tension that builds up in your body. Even though you go to sleep with a good sense of exhaustion, and you sleep very deeply, especially if you take some ashwagandha or some melatonin or some magnesium. Magnesium is good. A little magnesium under the tongue, some melatonin, ashwagandha. I'm like, however, by the end of the week, you have tension. So it's good to take some repetitive days off, right? You know, Saturday, Sunday at least, right? Keep holy the Sabbath day. Sabbath days. The Sabbath and the first day too. Inspirational quote the other day, and I want to share it. It was on a rack that people use to hang ribbons, like when you win a race or when you run a race and complete. And it said, there's going to come a day when I can no longer do this, but not today. And I honestly, I don't want to sound preachy, but I honestly thank God for the fact that at 60, and I don't mind saying I'm 60 because I'm so damn beautiful, god damn. But at 60, I can still run and swim every day. And if I can do it, then I'm going to continue to do it. Because life is not something that we should take for granted. And neither is our health, especially not our health. And if you're successful enough to have the best time of the day to yourself, to exercise, then do it. Then do it, you know? And that goes for my biometrics employees too, because when they finish work, it's 7 a.m. So if they're not too tired, I'd like to give a shout out to a young lady named Sam. And if you're a lady named Sam, then you know who I'm talking about. How you doing? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think that was two. Yeah. 2 series, 12 laps. It's good, it's good. It's all good. I'm trying to figure out where that music is coming from. Oh, over there. All right. Series number 3. Yeah. Pool's starting to get crowded. It's all good. I'm about halfway through. A little bit more than halfway. Yeah. And it's going on noon. So the day isn't but about half over. Halfway spent. Let's see if I can tilt this down a little bit more. Is that even with the horizon? There we go. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So, eat well. That's all I can say. Eat well. I think I'm gonna grab another rotisserie on the way home. Make a tuna salad too when I get home. That'll work. Now again, why hybrid, right? People ask, why hybrid training? Well, especially for the aging athlete. The difference between a mature man and an elderly man is muscle mass, okay? But it's something that you shouldn't wait until you are long in the tooth to start building. You should build muscle, especially for men. Building muscle helps build testosterone. Testosterone just helps improve your quality of life in every respect. Your attitude, your mood, your aggressiveness when need be, everything. And if you only focus on building muscle, if you only focus on anaerobic exercise, you could run the risk of hypertension, right? And myself included. And so it's good to have the big muscles, or the bigger muscles, but it's also good to use them for aerobic exercise. That's why swimming is important. So it's good to have your muscles, and it's good to maintain your muscles in a low impact environment where you're not putting the same damage that you're doing when you use. Those are cool goggles. That's cool. That you're not putting the same damage that you're doing when you're using weights. But you are hitting a lot of slow twitch muscle fibers because, oh, thank you. You're hitting a lot of slow twitch muscle fibers because just like running, you're doing repetitive motion. You're improving your vascularity. You're improving your circulation, right? It's good. That's why it's called cardio, right? Cardiovascular. So it's good to have the muscles, and it's good to use the muscles for cardio to keep the heart right, all right? So you want to have some resistance training so that you can build muscle. And you also want to have a lot of this cardiovascular work so that you could keep the blood circulating and keep your heart healthy. So hybrid training. And there's nothing better than having a healthy heart. Oh yeah. All right. The last series of the day. That's 12 noon, right on time. Right on time. Yes. So now, I didn't spend a whole hour in the sauna. I just did like 20 minutes. So I'm going to get the rest. I'm going to get the rest of my 40 minutes in the dry sauna. But then when I come out here, I shower, try to get as much chlorine off as I can, and whatever else is in this hot dog water, and then go into steam, because I like what it does for my lungs and my skin. And then I'll go into the sauna, kill some time, and dry sweat. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe on YouTube, Devin Lockett, youtube.com/Devin Lockett. Also youtube.com/BiomedRxTV. That's BIOMEDRxTV. And visit me online at devinlockett.com, DEVINLOCKETT.com. I take the time to write essays and put videos and links and stuff, books and interesting things. So, you know, go ahead on and check it out. Right? It can't hurt, right? So, in full disclosure, my diet does include peptides. Yes, I do take a little red velvet deer antler extract. Now, remember, I get so many strikes for medical misinformation because I'm a holistic guy and I've been under the microscope since 2020. So, I'm just saying I take it. I'm not saying that you should take it. But insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, comes from red velvet deer antler extract. And I'm going to be trying methylene blue in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to show you my blue tongue. It's not blue yet, but I'm going to show you my blue tongue. You recognize when I'm taking it, and then maybe you can give me the feedback on what changes that you notice in me during the peak performance protocol, you know. And I have to refill on my Shilajit too. Shilajit is legit. It's definitely legit. All right. All right. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your contribution. It's the last 2 laps, so I'm getting ready to get out of here. Oh, yeah. So yesterday in the sauna, a very nice gentleman, friendly gentleman, I think he thought he was impressing me by telling me that he's 60 years old. He looked kind of young. What I was more impressed by was that he thought I was young enough that I was going to be impressed. I didn't have the heart to say, I'm also 60, brother, born in 1965. Actually, I did have the heart, and I did tell him. Made the dude feel bad. See, I shaved my gray hairs off so people don't know. It's okay to be old. It's just not okay to look old. That's a terrible thing to say. Anyway, this has been the Peak Performance Protocol. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notification of future videos. I appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate all of you joining. And I'm going to hit the steam and the sauna and home. I want everyone, as always, to stay kind, because kind is the only sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy.